What's up, witches? It's me, Luna, the Zen Witch, with Pie Wacket to do another unboxing for you. And I'm kind of stunned that I hadn't unboxed this one yet before I started going through alphabetically, because it's one of my favorite decks, and called the Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I got this deck when I was working a psychic fair. It was like the last psychic fair that I ever did. And a friend of mine had a booth, and she had this deck, and I was immediately drawn to it because it's Kuan Yin, first of all. I got to light another charcoal. But I turned it over. Where you going, Pie? Oh, no. Chasing your tail on the back of the chair is not the best idea, little brother. It's not the best idea, baby. No, it's not. Okay. And when I picked it up and turned it over, I saw this image. And that is an image that I had downloaded and ganked off the internet on my computer for images of Tara, to just because I'll set my screensaver on my computer to just cycle through images of Tara. And that image was just so gloriously beautiful. So I grabbed it and turned this over and saw that image, and it was this artist, and I decided that this is it, this is for me. And I'm realizing now that this deck is not in order, so I'll be right back. So back in the box, let's read. Okay, 45 cards and guidebook by Alana Fairchild, Blessings, Guidance, and Enlightenment from the Divine Feminine. Kuan Yin, radiant with divine compassion. The 44 cards in this deck guide you to a place of inner peace and beauty. Hi, baby. Her energy reaches out to you from each card. The messages inspired by her presence and guiding voice contain her wisdom to help us live a loving and enlightened life that is practical, spiritual, and positive. Let me scooch up a little bit here. But, honey, the guidance in the messages and the practical exercises for each card nourish you on your spiritual path, help you realize that you are a divine soul, and learn to love, trust, and live your highest destiny this lifetime. May your heart be opened and touched by her grace. May you realize her beauty is a mirror of your own divine soul. Blessings to you, beloved one. Blessings to you, Pie. I love you. Yes, I do. Oh, I got a nose pass. Oh, God, I got a nose pass. Okay. Sorry. So Kuan Yin, to me, I really resonate with her a lot because of my Tara practice. White Tara has a very similar vibe to Kuan Yin, this goddess of compassion and mercy. So, yeah, I feel especially close to them. Let's look at the image on the front is the same as the card backs. Look at this artwork. Absolutely exquisite. Notice that there has not been an artist mentioned anywhere on the outside of this box. This deck was where I first started really noticing that, because it's the artwork that brought me to this deck. Not that it was Kuan Yin, although that might have too, but the artwork was like, it's so absolutely exquisite. Look at this. I mean, just look. Obviously, we have a fine artist here that has such a gift. Look at the softness of it. Look at the detail, the movement, just stunning. No artist mentioned. Alana Fairchild, no artist mentioned. When we get to the copyright page, and this is copyright 2012 by Blue Angel. I might have said that already. Not until we get down here, artwork by Zeng Hao. So, and then I want to look at the back here to see if we have anything about the artist. And we have more from Blue Angel. We have about the author. There we go, about the artist, Zeng Hao. He does have a page at the end. Thank the gods. He uses oil painting techniques to create his large works of art. So this is a person, one gets the strong impression that this body of work was already there and that she tapped into it. All right. Sorry, Pi. I don't mean to rattle you around there. Coffee. Coffee while it's still hot. And charcoal. Please don't explode. I need to get different charcoals. I've got the small kind. What is it, baby? What is it? What is it, my baby? I got the smallest kind of charcoals, and you can't break them. They crumble. And so, I'm being very wasteful because I'm burning like a full charcoal every time I shoot a video. And I just wanted to break them up. And the one I broke up yesterday, I had a little pile of stuff, and it exploded when I lit it, and I've got holes all in my cloth. All right, let's get to the artwork that I've talked so much about. Here we go. Bamboo Moon, and I apologize with the sun coming through the screen. You're going to see that. Bummer. I'm so sorry. Bamboo Moon. Blessings of the Moon Maiden. And I mean, this is just a walk through the most exquisite artwork. Look at her rabbit. The Moon Maiden with the rabbit in the moon. And we have Blossoms of the Sky Dancer. I will go quicker after we get in, but I mean, look at this. Just look at this. Every belly dancer is going, "Can I have that costume, please?" Call of the Dancing Crane. So we have an instrument. And I mean, large oil painting works of art. Would you want one of these on your wall? Again, I have them on all my walls, please. Dance of the Butterfly Queen. Daughter of the Phoenix. Look at the flame. So if these are large format paintings, you struggle to imagine, Alana Fairchild going, "I want to make a deck about Kuan Yin," and then them hiring this artist and saying, "Make us 44 large paintings." So I can't imagine that it was anything other than the body of work already existing. Drink from the Emerald Fountain. Look at her. Pi, you are falling down. Pi, whack it. You are falling down by my butt. Get back up there, little boy. There. You don't want to be down there by my butt. I don't want you down there by my butt. He's taking down the wildebeest now with my shoulder. Drink from the Emerald Fountain. I'm going to hold him back here a little bit because they're focusing better. Dynasty of the Divine Mother. 8 Immortals. He is insane. Empress of the Pearl. Look. Enter the Jade Temple. This is the one. And it's very Green Tara-like, except that the mudras in her hands are slightly different. She's holding a lotus in her left hand, and she's doing the Fear Not with her right hand. Green Tara does that with her left. But anyway, it was on the internet as a Green Tara thing, and it's beautiful art. Uh-oh, hold up. I never shut off my black screen video this morning. Come on, Pi, say hi to everybody. I love you so much. Okay. Gates of Heaven. Hear the yellow tiger mother. And again, that instrument behind the head. What a rock star. Immortal Treasures. Ivory Swan Goddess. Maiden Magu. Many Hands of the Goddess. Dude, he is back there just fucking with my gown. He's a busy boy. Mother Fierce. Now he's chewing on my hair. Pi, whack it. No chewing on hairs. No chewing on hairs. What are you doing, crazy boy? What are you doing? He's learning the job of a familiar. Mother Fierce. Mother of Mercy. Nectar of the Lotus. Orchid Priestess of Destiny. I mean, what is not to love about these? They are just over the top beautiful. Princess of the Autumn Harvest. Let's set her aside. Radiant Moon of Compassion. Reveal the Peacock Beauty. And I love all of the instruments in these cards. Now, of course, somebody, a true artist is a Neptunian person. You don't get an artist without a focalized Neptune. You just don't. And that rules music, too. Music and the arts of any kind. So I'm not surprised that someone with this caliber of artistic ability is including instruments everywhere as well. Sacred River Yangtze. Shining Lotus. Sisters of the Star Blossoms. Sisters of the Sun Rising. Sound the Fierce Flute. That is an instrument called a can. Now, I think Cambodian it's called a can. I don't know what it's called in Chinese, but it's literally a mouth organ. All of these tubes are pipes, and there are holes that you do a thing with. If I remember, I will try to drop a video below of somebody playing one of these instruments. It's incredible. Spin the Silken Thread Divine. Sweeping Sister Willow. Tai Chi Rising. There's the image from the front of the box. 10 Sisters of Light. The Amaryllis Flute, again with an instrument. The Book of Changes. The Yi Jing. The Dance Unveiling. Just. Could you just swim in it? The Lotus Throne. Oh my God. And when a deck, captures you like this every time I look at it, I'm just like, I am in awe. It evokes all kinds of emotion. The Tao. The Threshold. The darkness, the light. The cat that's sliding down my back right now. Back up you go, little butt. The Yin Empress. To the Celestial Mountain. Turquoise Lotus Mother. It's like I have to sit back with my back against the chair or he's just going down. I'm going down. Turquoise Lotus Mother. Veil of Shadows. Weave the Future Golden. And then we're back to the beginning. Exquisite. Why would you not want this deck? All right, let's look at the book. O Kuan Yin Posa, Om Mani Padme Hum. How to use this oracle, suggested card spreads, and Kuan Yin's mantra. Kuan Yin is the mother of compassion. She guides us into our enlightenment, which is being able to live in harmony and unity with the love that is and surrendering into that love. Enlightenment is not meant to be a distant spiritual goal, but something that we can choose to live at any time by choosing love, kindness, compassion, and wisdom over fear, judgment, anger, or separation from the source, the divine feminine that seeks to nourish us so that we blossom into the fullness of our being. And I like that they were talking about enlightenment not as something in the future, something unattainable, an unattainable goal. And this really is the essence of all forms of Buddhism too, is we're practicing enlightenment. We are engaging in enlightened activity every single day, because today, this moment is the only moment in which we can manifest enlightenment, ever. All we ever have in our hands is this moment. So to talk about enlightenment is something that we can step into at any time, and just think about enlightened activity every day. Okay. You are such a beautiful soul, and you have power to co-create a beautiful life through which your soul light can radiate and uplift others, reminding them of the way of love rather than fear. You can be a source of great light, healing, and wisdom on this planet if you so choose. You are drawn to this oracle because you are ready. You are ready to grow spiritually, to be a guiding light in the evolution of consciousness on this planet, to be brave, and to choose love over fear. Come and bask in the loving glow, the guidance and blessings of beloved Kuan Yin, as you find her in your own heart and soul, speaking to you from within. Namaste, beloved. She sees, honors, and nourishes your light now. Om Kuan Yin Po Sa. Om Mani Padme Hum. How to use this oracle. She speaks to you through your heart. The best way to use it is center yourself, breathe deeply, focus on your heart. You can set up a ritual space. You might have a specific question. You can choose from the layouts of cards. The standard. One card, one truth. Kuan Yin's mirror. Card 1 is your learning in this situation. It helps you realize what you are supposed to be mastering. And what this relationship can help you to learn. Card 2, they're learning in this situation. Okay, this spread is to be used when you have a relationship issue that needs clarification or healing. Read the first words first is probably a good idea. Okay. To discover what guidance will serve you in stepping forward in any relationship. All right, learning in this situation. Their learning in this situation helps you to understand their soul lessons, which may be very different or very similar to your own. And the highest outcome helps you realize how much and in what ways you can grow from this relationship, whether it continues in the long or short term. Then there's the Lotus Blossom, which is 4 cards. Sometimes you may want spiritual guidance, and you can use this reading for any question or issue. Number 1 is heart of the issue. It might not be what you think. Card 2, how can I best grow to heal the real heart of the issue? Card 3, special guidance. And card 4, guidance for the future. So 3 is a card of communication from your higher guidance, and card of the future gives you a sense of the bigger picture. Kuan Yin's mantra. You will notice that the prayer section of most of the messages ends with a mantra. I work with mantra to great healing effect for myself and others, and you can too. Yes, you can. A mantra is more than words that have special meaning, although they do have special meaning. They're actually sounds of power that have an immediate effect on our energy field in a more potent way than everyday words. Absolutely. They are vibrations. They are sacred frequency vibrations. These Sanskrit syllables that are pronounced differently in different cultures. For instance, that Padme, P-A-D-M-E, is in the Hindu traditions. They say Padme Hum. In Tibetan, it's Peme Hung. So different cultures might have slightly different pronunciations of these syllables, but they're vibratory syllables. And what you really need to know is that these syllables have been vibrated for several thousand years, thousands of years. And like, for instance, I believe this bell is a D tuning. I ding that. If I have my guitar out and I ring that nice and loud, the D string on my guitar is going to vibrate because it's vibrating at the same frequency. And one vibration will set off another vibration. When you do mantra and you chant these, you intone these. So you're not saying words like, a sentence like I'm communicating to you now. You are vibrating frequencies. So when you say, Om Mani Padme Hum, every one of those chants that has already gone out to the universe over thousands of years starts to vibrate like a bell, because energy can never be created or destroyed. Remember, the energy that's coming out of my mouth is exciting and vibrating all the molecules around it, and they are in turn exciting and vibrating the molecules that they're touching. On a quantum level, everything that's I've ever been in contact with, wherever it is in the universe, is now vibrating as well. So, mantra practice is incredibly powerful. It's why I do it every single day. Okay. Back. When we speak a mantra, we're working with higher consciousness. Did you know that there are spiritual beings that have a job to sound mantra for human evolution? They chant in the celestial worlds, helping build a bridge for all of us here on earth who are reaching for higher consciousness through mantra too. There are also spiritual beings here on earth, monks and nuns, that spend their days chanting for us. When we speak a mantra, we make a connection beyond time and space to the love and devotion of every human being who has ever chanted the mantra. And with Kuan Yin's mantra, probably the most used mantra in the world, that is a huge reservoir of group energy and power to draw upon. As well as connecting with the celestial beings of light that radiate this mantra in a form of consciousness and service to humanity. Okay. There we go. Saying a mantra is joining a huge spiritual team of helpers on the path of evolution. Yes, look at it that way. Sorry, my nose is itching. You can say a mantra at any time. Washing up, meditating whilst washing up. And now I know that Alana's British. Just be careful when you are driving, because a mantra can send you into an altered state, and it's best to be very grounded whilst operating heavy machinery. That's the truth. The mantra Om Mani Padme Hum is a powerful, heart-opening, consciousness-raising, peace-finding prayer of divine power. It is probably the most utilized mantra on earth. Yes, jewel in the lotus. So it has a lot of group energy supporting it and those that choose to use it. It helps bring compassion and resolution to any issue. It calls on the divine power of Kuan Yin, of all beings of unconditional love, and the Divine Mother, as well as your own divine spark expressing through your soul, to get on board and help resolve whatever needs to be resolved. Saying the mantra aloud with correct pronunciation helps increase its effectiveness in the world. The way I was initiated into this mantra was to speak it as follows. Om sounds like palm without the P. Om. Om. It's Om. Om. Okay. Mani sounds the way it does in the word mani. So palm, mani. Padme sounds like Padme. Hum sounds like gum. Mani, Padme. Mani, Padme, hum. I have never in my life heard it that way. Never. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And if you listen to recordings of people chanting that, that's what you're going to hear. So that's kind of funny. Together it all means, and this reminds me of another story. There's a book called, I think it's called Chanting, Robert Gass. There's a CD that goes with it. And he talks about chant, throughout the world, what it is, what it does, how to do it, all this stuff. And he was talking about his aunt, who was a crazy woman, still wore mini skirts when she was in her 70s and stuff, and, do handstands and shit. And she came over one day and he was like, what's your secret? How do you stay so young and vibrant? And she's like, well, I got a mantra. I got myself a mantra and I chant it every day. I heard that you have to use an Indian word as a mantra and it can help. And he's like, okay, so what's your mantra? And she says, Cheyenne, Cheyenne. Which, of course, is a Native American tribe. So she was thinking American Indian. But the point is, it helped her. Just the act of chanting helped her. So that's a highly amusing story. Okay. Together, it all means the opening of the jewel in the lotus, or in my words, may the heart awaken with divine compassion. May I know myself to be an awakened being of light. The other mantra we use in this work is Om Shanti. This powerful little gem simply means peace. We speak it as follows. Om rhymes with pan. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The pronunciations here, this is fucking hilarious, you guys. I never read this part. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. No, it's not a shanty. It's Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, let there be peace. They work. Give them a go and enjoy it. So it just goes to show you, even if you're pronouncing it completely wrong, it still works. May you be brought healing, insight, peace, and joy through working with beloved Kuan Yin. Namaste. 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 I see your beauty and your light. Alana Fairchild. Okay, so let's take a look. And then we're just straight into the cards, and that's that. Let's look up the Princess of the Autumn Harvest. So we have quite an extensive section on each card, 2 pages. We have italics here. The Princess of the Autumn Harvest brings gifts of bounty and blessing for efforts and actions of the past. It is a time when fruits of labors when fruit of labors is ripe for the picking. A beautiful blessing is on its way to you now. This may come in the form of a spiritual gift, an opportunity, a windfall of abundance, a significant relationship, or an important friendship, and more. With gratitude in your heart, you will recognize the blessing when it comes to you, and it will serve you perfectly. Be open to receive it, knowing it is justly deserved. Okay, and then a description. A divine blessing is on its way to you now. It might be an obvious blessing where your heart sings and your spirit soars, or it might start off as a hidden blessing, which leads you to that heart-opening state in a less obvious way. All right, talking about receiving more blessings in your life, receiving divine blessing from the Princess of the Autumn Harvest. So now we have kind of a little ritual section. Oh, the breeze, the smell of the woods and the leaves. This is a beautiful moment. So there's abundance. There's abundance that just came rolling in my window there. Sit with your journal and for a moment just center your awareness in your heart. Say, Beloved Kuan Yin, Princess of the Autumn Harvest, help me be fully centered in my heart now. Om Mani Padme Hum. When you are feeling connected with your heart, say, I'm so grateful for the blessing that is delivered to me now. I'm so thankful that I can easily recognize and receive this blessing with my open heart. Thank you for divine assistance and unconditional love. When you're ready, write whatever occurs to you in your journal for a few moments. Don't think, just write or draw. If you don't feel anything, that's fine. Just say the prayer below instead, but you may also find messages or guidance of a loving nature comes through for you. Just allow it to flow. The prayer of divine blessing from the Princess of the Autumn Harvest. So we have a prayer at the end of each one, and some of them go beyond 2 pages. So there's the description and message, there's a little ritual, and then ritual or meditation, and then there's a prayer. I am divinely blessed. My heart is so full of blessing that it overflows through my entire being and energy field. I receive blessings so easily. My joy inspires others to be open to blessings too. The Princess of the Autumn Harvest, beloved Kuan Yin, knows my worthy heart and bestows abundant gifts to me now. Om Mani Padme Hum. All right. So, let's pick one. Let's do a shuffle. I have already opened the water because I'm on a shooting marathon. I need to get the weekend set up so that I can do other things. So, allies and ancestors, guides and guardians, and I especially invoke Kuan Yin. Come be here with us now. I offer you this fresh water. I offer you the fire of Azrael. I offer you divine perfume of sandalwood, cedar, and jasmine. Not jasmine, sandalwood, cedar, and juniper. I knew it was a J. I offer you these perfumes so that you can bring in clear messages, and I offer you this deck that has so much music in it. I offer you the clear sound of a bell, ringing to bring clarity, insight, wisdom, peace, and compassion. Let's try this kind of shuffle. Just working with this deck, I mean, first of all, the video I shot right before this had the landscrapers coming through. It was loud and chaotic, and I was working with the magical spell deck. Now, I pull out the Kuan Yin deck, and everything has gone very quiet and very peaceful. They shuffle very easily and well. One more. Then we'll cut. I want to pause for a second and say how grateful I am for this morning and this moment. How grateful I am for you to be here watching this. How grateful I am to know that we're connected, to know that someone's listening, to know that I can do my job as a priestess and put my wisdom out into the world, and someone can benefit from it. And I pray that you benefit from this. Okay. What do we need to know today, beloved Kuan Yin, to find peace and compassion so that our world may be a place of beauty, a place of connection, a place of prosperity, a place of enlightenment? One more, they're telling me. And then we'll take off the top. Maiden Ma Gu is who we got. Ooh, she's got a long one. She has 3 full pages here. The Maiden Magu, goddess of spring. Healing and transformation brings you assistance now. You are asked to honor that light can come from even the darkest beginnings, beloved one. In fact, sometimes we need to enter into the unknown parts of ourselves to find exactly what we need to grow in peace, creative self-fulfillment, and happiness. The challenge can be to trust that we will arise from this darker place again. Just as the spring always follows the winter, beloved, so too will any inner work with the shadow precede a beautiful rebirth for you. So this is the Maiden of Spring. But it's interesting that she's focusing on the shadow work, bringing what brings about the rebirth. So I'm taking that as a message now that, the darkness that we've come to, it was necessary for us to come to this place. And we're not done with this place. So, don't get your hopes too high. But in this place is where healing begins and where we find out what we need to work on in order to be enlightened, in order to move towards that. So embracing the darkness and doing that work is what brings us to that moment of generation and rebirth. Maiden Magu, an immortal expression of the Divine Mother of the East, now brings you a special message from Kuan Yin. She guides you to trust that if you enter into the darkness of the unknown parts of yourself, you will emerge into light, reassembled and reborn once more. If you are going through chaos in your life because you're allowing yourself to grow, Maiden Magu, because you're allowing yourself to grow, Maiden Magu also reassures you that the order and light will emerge out of the chaos in due course. Have faith and keep growing. In order to grow spiritually, there are times when we simply must delve within and find our shadow. It is easier to perceive the effect of the shadow than the shadow itself. That is the truth. The effect of the shadow is judgment, positive or negative, of another that we do not think is related to us personally. Okay, so this is where the red flag is when you're judging people. And here's how you hold up the mirror. When you find yourself judging someone, hold that mirror up in front of you. How am I this way? This is annoying me because I have to heal this in myself. How am I this? And you work on healing that and then let the other person, leave them to their karma, okay? We may mightily admire or despise characteristics or traits in another, and yet when judgments arise, it is a part of us that is seeking to be integrated and expressed, trying to get our attention through our judgment. That's exactly it. Noticing our judgments of others is the quickest way to get in touch with the shadow self, trying to grow and heal into our conscious awareness so that we can become more whole, empowered, and divinely delicious as we were always meant to be. This is especially so if you've pulled the Veil of Shadows card as well as Maiden Magu. What's up next? No. Just checking. Your judgment might be a strong reaction to a person who seems to be self-centered and self-obsessed. The shadow in the self, trying to communicate with you through this judgment, might be the part of your own consciousness that wishes to be more supportive of the self. It will no longer allow you to put yourself behind others, but instead encourage you to express yourself and take up your space with presence. Admiring a great talent in another with strong reaction or judgment, positive or negative, might be a part of your own psyche wishing to grow and express itself with similar confidence and freedom too. Another thing is creative jealousy. If somebody's doing something and you're being really harsh and picky about it, even though they're expressing their talent and you're like, I could do anything, that is creative jealousy. That's creative energy that's blocked. That means you need to get busy expressing your fucking talents. Quit judging the other person and get busy with your own. It can be extremely surprising exactly how many wonders are hiding in the parts of us that we are yet to know consciously. Sometimes there's anger, fear, jealousy, or shame wrapped around those hidden parts of self. If we can be kind, allow the feelings to come up and to pass without fearing them, then eventually the beauty underneath will reveal itself too. You are being guided by Mother Divine Kuan Yin through the Maiden Magu to realize that there is a part of you within that's trying to emerge. You may have judgments of others on one issue or trait that seems to be more repetitive or noticeable of late. You're guided to sense what beauty within you could be underneath these judgments, trying to make its way into your conscious awareness, bringing you more of yourself to enjoy and share with the world. It goes on. Sorry, extensive instruction. Healing with Maiden Magu. So you're sitting, You're imagining the beautiful spring goddess with her basket of fresh blossoms falling all around you. Beautiful temperate spring day. There's a figure approaching. It is you, but a future you, with a message for you from your highest possible future. Let this part of you speak to you, bring you love and any guidance that's helpful for you to hear now. You might not hear words, in which case just look for the love in your eyes reflected back to you. Okay, she sprinkles blossoms around you. When you're ready, follow your breath, come back in your body. Spring healing prayer. Beloved Kuan Yin and Spring Goddess Maiden Magu, thank you for your unconditionally loving help now. I ask to be helped in knowing myself more fully and allowing that part of me that is seeking expression now to emerge in a conscious, loving, and empowering way. May I know and live all of myself, beloved ones. May my life be filled with light, energy, and warmth, like springtime after the winter, for the highest good of all. Om Mani Padme Hum. So, only doing one card, because that's a lot. There's a lot in each card. This is a fabulous deck for a daily draw. And if you don't have like, oh, hi, come here, baby. Come on. Sorry. I just felt, oops, let go, baby. I just felt little claws on my knee. Sorry. You cannot pick up this kitten without kissing. Kissing. You want to go up on the wildebeest? There you go. Okay, put your butt on my shoulder. There you go, little boy. No, get up on the back. He gets up on the back and then he just slides. Okay. So an excellent deck if you don't have like a set ritual every morning to start your day with one of these cards, even just to draw it and do the prayer, would be excellent. The artwork itself is divine. I mean, literally divine. To sit and contemplate on this beautiful image every morning and read the prayer. What a glorious thing. So Zeng Hao, bless you. Bless you for your incredibly divinely inspired work. Alana, bless you for creating this deck. Please credit your artists. Up front, equal with you. This deck would not be anything near what it is without the artwork. So, that's where I'm at. Subscribe to my channel if you like these videos, please. I put out a new unboxing every single day. Hi, Pie. I'm going through my whole collection now, which stands at 205 as of this shooting because of the wonderful gift decks that people keep sending me. I cannot tell you what that does for me and how that validates me, and I appreciate every one of you. Subscribe, like, click down below if you'd like to send me a gift deck. I will read for you from that deck on my unboxing. Join my Patreon. Join my Discord. I'm going to start scheduling events as of the beginning of November 2020, and we can come and hang out together. I'd love to know what you're interested in. You know, I'm thinking about virtual ritual, all kinds of stuff. And this card really talked to me today about, you know, gifts that you have to offer. My music. I haven't really done music on this channel, and it's a place where I feel very vulnerable. So it's time. It's time to start sharing with you. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being with me. I hope you have a day with the kind of peace in it that I have felt doing this video. Here we go, another breeze in the window with the glorious smell of fall on the last open window day of the year, as far as I know. So thanks for hanging out with me. Please stay safe and wear your mask. I'll see you tomorrow for another unboxing and Wednesday for a live stream. Until I see you again, this is the Zen Witch and Pie Wacket. Blessed be.